friends, and welcome to the channel Technology Kaizen. In this video I will be showing you how to create this kind of dashboard where you can manage income and expenses in an overall dashboard, which will automatically update accordingly to the data that you are going to enter, which will calculate all the incomes and expenses, where you can see all that in a single view. So let's start. So let's start by taking a section where we can add our dashboard values. So I'm going to take this section. I'm going to apply a light color so that it is visible for everyone. So at the bottom I'm going to use a darker color. At the top section we are going to add our headings with a double border. So let's write the channel name, Technology Kaizen, and here at the right side I'm going to merge on this and make that income and expense. Yes. After that, before we enter anything, we're going to take a few boxes. We'll just go to insert and take a rectangle. Let me create this rectangle. This is going to be for the total income part, followed by expenses, profit, and finally one for loss. So we can readjust the sizes accordingly. This is will do now. Next, we are going to create the actual table where we are going to enter the data which will reflect into the dashboard. So I'm going to take a few cells here. I'm going to write serial number, date, income source, and finally amount. Let me expand that column. Once that is done, we are going to select that and change that to a table. Let me use a darker color and apply it. And for the expense as well, we are going to do another same thing. We are going to type a serial number, date, expense, and amount. Again we are going to go with the same logic, but this time we are going to choose a different color. Let's take orange. Now what will it do is, once we update the data here, it will automatically start to reflect what is happening inside the dashboard. Now let's try to give us a demo like serial number 1. Let's take today's date and change that to Indian date format. I'll say we are getting our salary, let's say 25k, and expenses, we'll take one expense like 1, same date again, like rent, and the expense is going to be like rent, and we say that it is 10,000 rupees. So this is how we are going to enter the same thing. Now how we are going to make this reflect into the dashboard, that's where the logic comes in. So we are going to take another sheet where we are going to calculate the income, expense, profit, and loss. So let's do this. So I'll type in the values which we want: income, expense, profit, and loss. To calculate the total income, we are going to use the sum function, and we are going to go to that sheet and we are going to add the total values from our income table here. Now why we are taking the table is, it will automatically update once another entry is entered into the table. Now presently it's 25,000 right now. The same goes for the sum as well. We are going to take the amounts from the expense table, close parenthesis, and enter. What about profit then? We are going to use a function called if is income greater than expenses, then income minus expenses, comma 0, double. Now if it is a loss, we are going to use the same function if income is less than expense, then income minus expense, comma 0. Now presently we don't have any loss values right now. Now we need to make these reflections, make these values be reflected into the dashboard over here. So let's select the first table here, and we are going to add few icons from our original table. So I'm going to copy this icon. You can copy that from Google itself. You can simply paste it here. So I'm going to change the color of that, going graph format. let's change that to darker. Let's take a red one. Let's change the background of the shape to white color, and we are going to remove the outline. We're going to keep it here, and we'll do the same for the remaining shapes. We'll remove the fills and no outline. White fill, no outline. White fill and no outline for the same shapes. Now once the first part is done, we're going to take a shape, text box to be precise, and we are going to write like total income. We are going to adjust the table size. Let me reduce the font size and the shape as well. And we are going to do the same thing. The fill is going to be blue but no outline. We're going to keep it at top. We're going to reduce this size a bit. Then we're going to add the exact value from the income. How we're going to do that? We're going to take another shape. This time here below the section here. Once we do that, we are going to select, we are going to type in a function equals, and we are going to go for that particular sheet number 6, and we are going to select the income part, which will reflect our actual values from there, and we are going to keep it here. So once that is done, let's change the background color to something else. Fill white, and let's change the text color to green and make it bold. Now you got your total income. We'll do the same thing for the remaining ones. I'm going to remove the outline for the shape. Now let's take another icon. We are going to copy all of these things. You can copy this from Google. You need to paste them here. So let me take one of the icons. This is going to be for the total expenses. This is going to be for the total income. You can use any icon accordingly to your requirement. These are the standard icons you can available from your insert tab as well. So once that's done, we are going to take the total income, total expenses, and we are going to adjust that, and we are going to copy paste this one, and we are going to change the cell reference from A2 to B2 because we are having expenses in B2. Same thing for total profit, and finally one for loss. Now we are going to copy paste the same formula here. So we are going to copy it and paste, and we are going to change that cell reference to, from our sheet number 6, it's going to be C2. So once we select that object, instead of B2 we are going with C2, and finally one for the loss. I think it is not required this much, so we are going to reduce that, and we are going to change that to finally D2. Presently we don't have any losses, so hence we're getting 0. So this is dynamic, meaning that if I update anything over here in our tables, it's going to automatically reflect in my dashboard, giving me a clear picture what is happening. So let's take another entry for this one as well. So instead of salary, I'm getting YouTube. So I got another 10,000 as an income from YouTube. As you can see here, it is automatically reflecting into my income. Whereas if I enter something into my expenses, like expenses like groceries, if I say 5,000 rupees, it's going to reflect into my expenses. So this is how you can use or create a dashboard in Excel using simple functions like sum, if condition, and basic text and shapes. So hope you like the video, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. See you in the next video. Share this video for other people to learn this as well. Thank you. See you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.